I don't have an ambition of like franchising or open second, third restaurant, but I want to make Dotory as beautiful, as incredible place as possible. My name is Haegeen Kim. I am owner of Dotory restaurant in South Williamsburg. I opened the restaurant in Brooklyn because this is the place where I feel comfortable. Brooklyn is like, especially this area, everybody is so open-minded. So I could be free from any restrictions. I had just somehow romantic idea of noisy subway running. Under the subway track, there's like small Korean restaurant hidden, and people has to look for it in order to come. Dotory means acorn in Korean. It often means mighty tiny, and I thought it was really cute. I think our signature dish is bibimbap and rice plates. Bibimbap is a very traditional Korean dish, but I don't really cook it in traditional way from rice to the vegetable. I use a lot of fresh vegetable. Nori taco got a lot of attention. It's inspired by a Korean traditional snack called the bugak, which is a little more complicated to make than how I make it. I kind of simplified it, and it's a little thicker in order to hold ingredient that goes inside. But it's different, and it's kind of taco shell that's made with the seaweed. It's a fresh ingredient inside. I love making dumpling because that's like, it was my chore when I was like cooking for my family. My dumpling is mostly from like what I got inspired by my mom. I was born in LA, but I was raised in Korea. I moved to States about 20 years ago to go art school. I got a master's degree in sculpture. After graduate school, I moved to Kansas City for 2 years. Then I moved to New York 2003. I wasn't really happy about my career as an artist. There was something was not working. I had kind of like a first solo show in Korea. So I traveled back to Korea. When I came back, in the airplane, I decided to give up my career as an artist. I always love cooking. I love being in kitchen all the time. But my parents very discouraging because they wanted me to do other than something labor-related work. When I decided to open restaurant, I was dreaming about it. I was drawing, I was writing so much. To open this restaurant, of course, like I had to have some sort of talent and passion and dream, but without my family's support, it couldn't happen. I worked at Purple Yam Filipino restaurant in Ditmas Park for 3 years before I opened my own restaurant. Opening a restaurant, it was tough because it was a lot of multitasking. Cooking was the easiest part. The toughest part for me was being a boss. I was never like to tell anybody what to do, but as a boss, you always have to tell everybody what to do. But fortunately, soon I ended up really loving working with other people, making decisions with them, discussing, and like tackling the difficulties together. So I didn't know it was in me, but I think I do have talent telling people what to do, actually. People ask me the question of like, if being an artist in the past influenced my dish or my recipe. I think, of course, it does. Like, that's part of me. But I think the colors and textures inspires me as much as the taste and smell. And then look of the like a beautiful food. It is like so important to me. So I always like my staff joke about like how many times I say make it pretty. But it is important. Luckily, I do love coming here so much. I wouldn't call this home, but like I feel so happy. Like whenever I come here in the morning, nobody's here yet, and I sit down in the garden. That's like the happiest moment.